Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Star Wars Supremacy. Okay. Well, once again, that music has decided it wants to start things off, which, while I appreciate its enthusiasm, I still have no idea whether or not it's going to cause problems for me or not. So, anyway, so we've discovered that Score 2 is virtually impregnable for God knows why. So, as much as I'd love to blockade it, I can't really conquer it. But, we'll figure out ways around that. So we're already building up some strike cruisers. Hopefully that'll add to some firepower. We'll be able to penetrate through them shields. I hope. And if not, you know what? It's okay. We will survive. In the meantime, the Corellian sector, the Sluice sector, and the Seswena sector are all thoroughly under our control. And now, let's see if we can't get another planet for our usage. Presselton shall build a shield generator, as usual. Although it looks like we are going to be doing just fine as far as resources are concerned from here on out, so not especially worried. Actually, do I have you managing garrison production? Yeah, I do. Okay, we're good. Diplomacy, Commodore, making some progress down there. Do I have idle personnel just sort of hanging around? I do. Actually, that's a very good point. I could just send Jerjerod and also Paleon, or Paleon, and just grab this neutral world while I wait. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Meantime, let's set this guy to an admiral and this guy to a general, just to, in case leadership ends up being useful in some way. Who's on Furrow? Right. Okay. Forgot, we are trying to add a lot more firepower to this fleet so we can also penetrate these shields, because there's a lot of them. And once again, I am unable to assault. I could have sworn it was 3. 3 was the rule, I thought. But apparently I'm wrong, and you know what? Silly me. So, yeah. Alright, I'm short a couple of TIE defenders, apparently, so let's go ahead and get those going. 2 more. A little more firepower to try and break through them shields. You never know. Might work. Who else is idle? Befesh. It's all probe droids. Presselton. These guys don't matter at all. Duros. Spies. Coruscant, of course. I'm going to send these guys to possibly spy on Score 2, see if we can't find ourselves a little bit of a weak spot. I'm not going to get lucky, but you never know. Oh, aha! Alright, so that planet joined. Diplomacy aborted, no surprise. So, I guess there's no harm in just, say, I don't know, leaving behind the Rust Bucket. We'll create a fleet here that will maintain the blockade, and we will send the rest of the fleet over to this world, and we'll conquer this one instead. It's good to give ourselves a little something to do. You don't want all my stormtroopers getting too lazy out in the rim, getting lax and unprepared for whatever horrors those rebel terrorists might send our way. You never know. We've initiated a blockade. That's good. So what do we got? Not much, turns out. Oh, not much of anything at all. And there we go. As soon as these guys arrive, which they kind of had to jump to Score 2 and then come back, but as soon as that's all situated, we will be ready. I'm just going to go ahead and send all of my Jark troopers onto the planet, just for good measure, make sure that nothing can possibly backfire on us. Of course, we're going to endure some smuggling losses, but I don't really care. The planet's not worth a lot to me anyway. It's just more or less making sure that the rebels don't go anywhere. Okay. How long until this fleet arrives? Not until the day 975. I want to say the 75th, and then I remember there is no such thing as the 75th. This isn't a month. It's hilarious. Alright. Oh wait, these guys are going to get delayed even more, aren't they? No? No? He's just going to wait here. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Jerjerod and Paleon shall go to Morvagodin. Morvagodin.
I have succeeded.
Good for you. What do you want, a medal? You would really appreciate it. Where would it go on that lustrous black armor? Wouldn't go anywhere. It would just clash horribly with your color scheme. That's what happens when you restrict yourself like that, you know? Alright. I've got a freaking ton of resources sitting around, so idle shipyards. I got a lot of them, apparently. Tanab, how about you start building something for me? What would I like? Probably more strike cruisers, to be honest. Only take 40 days, not too long. Freightus is worthless to me, really, but you know what? I'll build an extra TIE Defender. Transfer that over when it's appropriate. Corellia, you're done. How about you start working on the next Death Star? Nah, that'd be a silly idea. It'd be silly. Death Stars are terrible. Why would you want one of those in this game? Because they're awesome! Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason anyone builds anything in this game, let's be honest. Sullust. You got nothing, really. Let's work on some Star Galleons. They're cheap, they're quick, you can actually build them. Start working on a million more TIE Defenders. Doop, 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 doop. There you go. It'll take you the rest of the game, hopefully, to build those TIE Defenders. Trollis, what do we got? Couple things. No troop regiments, so I don't need to worry about being invaded. Oh. Bye-bye, TIE Fighter. Sorry! I didn't know you were alone. Oh, Nita finished healing. I wasn't even aware you were injured, man! Just so you know, you were not being compensated for those sick days. It's just worth pointing out. So I expect you to be making up all of those hours over the course of the next 2 weeks. Thank you. Otherwise, you're fired. Come on. Interesting things. Make interesting things happen. Coruscant. Commodore's back to neutral. Good. Zuggs arrived and he brought the prisoners to kneel before Emperor Palpatine. Cool. Zuggs, go and join this. Oh, this rust bucket's still here. Never mind. I thought that was a new fleet. Never mind. Strike Cruiser is on the way. Oh, we never named a Victory 2 Star Destroyer. Because of that, I'm going to call you the Travesty. Because it's a travesty that I didn't properly name you. I'm easily amused. Shut up. Tallest under blockade. Don't care. They're not going to find any weaknesses. Probably jumping onto something else. Drawl under blockade. They're poking around. They're desperately looking for something to hit. Star Galleon on Sullust. I mean, dang, Sullust, if you're fine with whatever, just like build some TIE Defenders. Sit around, you can never have enough of those. Never have enough. Alright, so these ships arrived. Yes, they did. Okay. So I've got enough. Can I bombard? I can! Ha! I pierced through his shields! And I destroyed all of his planetary defenses. Did I take any losses or damage in the process? It doesn't look like it. The Divining Rod is damaged, but I don't remember if that's from a previous fight or if the ion cannon got a shot off. But my shield recharge rate is fine, so I'm gonna have to go with it's totally okay. Alright, killed all the squid people, invade. There we go. Furrow is now mine. Thank you very much. Piet and Patur, work your magic. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, we got the rest of the Body Snatcher squad! Awesome sauce. Hop on the Gorgon. Okay. They escaped. Well, escaped is a little bit strong. They were freed, yes, true. So we have another strike cruiser. I'm going to call you Crouching Tiger. And those of you who are especially well-versed in cinematography will probably know what the next one is going to be called when that thing is done and or arrives. Actually, we can rename it now. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing. Okay. Shipyards, idle, blah, blah, blah. When did the rest of these... Oh, the probe droids have almost all come back. Okay, well, in that case, let's go ahead and start exploring for yet a few more worlds that may or may not be under the control of the rebels. Come here. Come here. Doop, doop, doop. Oh my gosh, so much clicking involved in something like this. And just for good measure, let's send a probe droid to Yavin, see if I can't find anything out about it. We'll get the rest of the droids off and running. Doop, 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 doop. You may notice that instead of actually targeting the planet, I often go a little bit to the side. That's because I'm just watching where the center of my mouse pointer is. No, that's already got one. Good. When do you arrive? Few days, 1 more week. But in the meantime, we are spending up probe droids throughout the galaxy. I'm actually going to go ahead and scrap you because I don't want to keep seeing you on my map. That is fine. Corfi under blockade. Commodore is now supportive of the Empire. Well, isn't that excellent? Let's go ahead and abort the mission, because I no longer have much use for it. Let's send Bin... Nope, cancel that. Let's go to Algarian. I'm going to start doing diplomacy on the Outer Rim and see if I can't find which planets have already been captured, or swayed, I should say, by the propaganda of the fundamentalist terrorist network known as the Rebel Alliance, or the New Republic. Okay. In fact, I'm going to call you, Truthsayer. Because I speak the truth, and only the truth, as the Empire, as your benevolent overlords. I promise you that I will always tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, ambiguous, creation being of all divine power that is also known as our Emperor, because the Emperor is our God. Okay. Our God is an awesome God, he reigns. His name is Palpatine, and with lightning, he will scorch you. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Wookiees. Alright, well, good news, everybody. I have enough to deal with this. They're probably going to run, and they should, but because I actually managed to get myself a Star Destroyer, I should be able to deal with this.
Blue group acknowledges mission assignment. Gold group.
They're probably going to run, and they should. 1 Star Destroyer can easily handle... Yeah. They can easily handle a Nebulan B frigates and a couple of medium transports. There's like no guns on those things, and a bulk transport has no guns to begin with. So this actually works out really well for me, because this means that the Rebellion has a big fleet that they were intending on using to conquer some stuff, and because the first place they targeted had a fleet ready for it, they're going to have to turn right around and go home to another sector. Probably the Farfin sector.
Blue group reporting. Target destroyed.
Cool. I blew up one of them ships. How exciting.
The rebel fleet is withdrawing.
The Empire is victorious. Oh, come on, let him finish the sentence just once. Alright, we blew up one of his Y-wings. So here's what I'm going to do. Knowing that that's a thing. He's probably going to have to retreat to Rishi, isn't he? Probably. But I have an interdictor cruiser waiting for him. Oh ho ho ho, devilish laugh. Alright, endure the smuggling losses. We will send our fleet to the most likely rally point, and we have an interdictor cruiser, so he won't be able to run. Oh, I feel so good about that. That makes me feel incredibly powerful. Okay. I'm going to build a couple more Victory 2 Star Destroyers, because you never know. Those could be good. The Hidden Dragon is on its way, 97. It could be done in 10 days, but there's really no reason not to at least take a shot. Nope, not quite strong enough. Alright. Hopefully when the next strike cruiser arrives, it will be enough. If we are lucky. Very lucky. Oh, wait. You just arrived. Good. Let's actually go ahead and just pop over Womrick and make sure it isn't controlled by the rebels. Because I think I just sent Bin Asada over here, and I may regret that choice. Nope, Womrick is, appears to be okay. Did you arrive? Yeah, you did. Awesome. Alright, so Womrick has not been found by the rebels. That's a good sign. It means I'll have a chance to grab it. Let's go ahead and send the Voyager to Befesh. Idle shipyards? What do we want to do? I think we need to get another interdictor cruiser up and running. I'm going to call you the Vortex. For obvious reasons. Cothless has finished what it was working on, which is cool. I'm going to start working on an extra Star Destroyer. Why not? And this one shall be the Speaker of Doom. Sure, why not? Doom, 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 doom. I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Oh, Invader Zim, you were glorious back in the day, were you not? Well, this strike cruiser's done. I'm gonna call you Zim. There. Haha, ah. Aren't I clever? Alright, so we can start... Well, this fleet's pretty much up to snuff and ready to go, actually. So let's load her up with some extra troops. Let them train up some more, it's fine with me. And you know what? I think it is time for me to send this fleet down to the Kanshin sector. We'll see if there's any rebel presence there. If there is, we'll simply stamp it out. I don't even care if the planets are uprising. It really doesn't matter that much. Alright, strike cruiser has arrived. Can we bombard? Oh, come on, really? Still not enough? God damn. Alright. I was really thinking that would be enough. I am kind of disappointed that that is not the case. We'll send the next bunch of ships up to score 2. The Vortex will also go up there to make sure rebels can't escape. Whoops, battle at Rishi. Oh. Alright, so... Oh, right, this is... Okay, well, there's Lando Calrissian, there's a few A-Wings, there's a bulk cruiser, not much of a threat. We are easily going to annihilate this. And they can't even run, so they've all been destroyed. Good. Good. He's dead, Jim. How many fighters did I lose? Not very many. You can see that once you upgrade to TIE Defenders, they suddenly become a lot more cost-effective, because even though they cost a teensy bit more resources, their survivability goes through the roof. So, okay, so now here's hoping that all I have to do is sit around and wait for that fleet to arrive from the Sluice sector, and we'll squish them like little bugs. Oh wait, this strike cruiser's done. Well, when did that happen? Okay. I'm gonna call you Eye of the Storm. I'm gonna have you join the fleet on Rishi. Doop 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 doo. Oh wow, I forgot we had so many gosh darn construction yards on Furrow. Knowing that that's the case, let's scrap a mine. Stop managing production, because something tells me you're gonna jump on that faster than I'm prepared. Doop doop. Build the Gen Core level 2. Thank you. Make sure that nothing gets through there. People have arrived at Norval 2. That's exciting. I can try to do some espionage. Something tells me it's not going to work. But you know, we'll try. See if we can't get any information about Score. Find out what's there, if anything, exciting. Interdictor Cruiser is complete. Fantastic. Send you to Score. More ships, more firepower. What else? What else do I want? Let's see, it'll take 32 days to build a Star Destroyer versus 22 days to build a Victory 2 Star Destroyer. We'll build a couple of them. This fleet is going to be ridiculously massive. This always happens. It's like a Protoss death ball from StarCraft 2. Corellia under blockade doesn't worry me too much. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Doop 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 doop. Okay. Furrow is actually supportive of the Empire all of a sudden. That's pretty exciting. Well done, everybody. Well done. So knowing that that's the case, why don't we go ahead and send back the Stormtroopers. They can just sort of hang out on the fleet and be ready for the next invasion. The Eye of the Storm arrived, so we're in pretty dang good shape over here. Really, really, really hoping that that enemy fleet is going to have to pop up by Rishi. That would make the most sense, right? From Kothlis, the closest system is the sector, I should say, is the Farfin sector, and the closest planet is Rishi. I would imagine that that is where they're going to retreat to. I can't imagine them going to these other sectors over here. That wouldn't make a lot of sense at all. Up! Speak of the devil! Die. Oh, that must hurt. Oh, 4 capital ships and so many Wookiees. Your entire invasion fleet. Oh, massacred. No casualties. No fighters lost. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, I feel so good about that. That is tactical genius right there. Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Star Wars Supremacy. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really does help a small channel like mine. I'll see you guys next time.